way to the top, brother. We're going to the top.
I've wanted this fight since the day he turned his back on me and backstabbed me like the bum he is. I'm gonna make him pay on March 5th. This isn't gonna be a baptism. This is gonna be Street Judas's funeral.
I need everybody to listen very carefully. I don't take lightly threats. The people watching at home might not really understand, so I'm gonna look at him. You know what the I'm talking about, man. I brought you in and I'm gonna take your ass out.
La pelea estelar del UFC 272 verá converger a los ex aspirantes al título Colby Covington y Jorge Masvidal en el capítulo final de una historia del sur de la Florida sobre ex compañeros convertidos en amargos rivales.
It's my favorite kind of fight. I love the fights where the two guys are the best in the division, but they also have the most animosity towards each other.
El nativo de Miami de profundas raíces cubanas.
Undefeated in the streets. He started scrapping at 14 years old. He has put Miami on the map.
There's some bad out there, you don't want to wake them up.
Y el playboy venido del noroeste del Pacífico.
Two-time NCAA All-American, started wrestling from a very young age, Pac-10 champion out of Oregon State.
Se juntaron como jóvenes atletas aspirantes.
Can't say enough about it. My best friend Jorge Masvidal, Team Easy Money Tour, taking over the welterweight division.
Con el mismo objetivo de convertirse en el mejor peleador del mundo. Pero después de alcanzar el protagonismo uno junto al otro,
You're talking about two guys that have trained together extensively.
la meta al alcance convirtió a los amigos en enemigos.
No one can stand with this pace.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. So we had to part our friendship and we'll see each other in
Y
octagon.
la rivalidad, una vez impulsada por pura competencia,
To be number one and that's it.
I'm number one, man. Come prove it.
ahora está motivada por un odio visceral.
You want to turn back on me?
This bad blood is as real as it gets.
I'm not your teammate. I'm not your roommate. Now I'm just your daddy.
I'm the vessel that the universe has picked to wreck your face.
Oh! Out cold!
Let's go, man. It's go time, man.
No matter how much the UFC pays him, when he wakes up in a hospital bed, all that money won't be worth it.
The universe is gonna correct that mistake via me.
There's nowhere to run, and there's nowhere to hide.
I'm gonna make sure he never comes back.
Street Judas, you're next!
What I'm gonna do to Kobe's gonna be uncalled for.
My violent heart.
The octagon is where the true Colby comes out.
Dancing around your grave.
I'm gonna make you pay. I'm gonna make you burn in hell.
El evento coestelar del 5 de marzo contará con el ex campeón de peso ligero Rafael dos Anjos
best in the world. This is my division, man.
frente al emergente ex campeón de Muay Thai Rafael Fiziev. Además, el peso pluma invicto Bryce Mitchell
They told me I have to leave Arkansas and be worth something. Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm gonna say Arkansas.
enfrentará a uno de los golpeadores más electrizantes que haya visto la UFC, Edson Junior Barbosa. Pero antes de que las estrellas tomen protagonismo en Las Vegas, primero,
It is super necessary
prepárense.
for Jorge Masvidal to help these up-and-coming athletes.
Wish you the best of luck in the fight.
I'm gonna walk out with this, man.
Para el UFC 272. Countdown. Como la mayoría de las historias sobre deportes de combate en el estado del sol, la historia del UFC 272 empieza en el American Top Team en Coconut Creek. Hoy un punto de referencia global para los mejores peleadores del mundo. Una vez fue solo la visión del empresario local, Dan Lambert.
Building a team's changed dramatically over the years. In the early days, there were just so few people doing it that you had to develop people from the ground up. You had to go out and try to find people that you could bring in to help other guys on your team. And we were trying to bring in some outside wrestlers that had recently gotten out of college to try to up the wrestling side of our gym. We just had people send in resumes, and Colby sent his resume in, and he was one of the guys that we selected to be part of that program.
I grew up in Springfield, Oregon. You know, I wrestled my whole life over there. And I wanted to drop out of college and just start fighting right away because I just knew I was a fighter. I knew this is what I was put on this earth to do.
Okay, now back on the wall. You gotta lower your level, get your shoulder lower than his. Nice. Whizzer, whizzer, whizzer. Yeah. Nice, Colby, good hips.
So, you know, Dan Lambert got me a good opportunity to come down here and train and help develop their team and start my own career.
Nice, Colby.
And I met Masvidal the first day I trained with them.
Grew up in Miami, Florida, born and raised. I like kung fu movies when I was young, and kung fu movies led to street fighting.
Get in on him, Ray. Knock him out.
Got someone new on the block now.
I dropped out of school, and all I did was submerge myself in my craft.
Right now, no mercy. Let's go.
Warriors, man. Whatever it takes. It's all about this. You gotta love it.
I began training at American Top Team at around 21, 22 years old, and I've always been the recruiting agent. So guys would come into town, I'd be the one to take them around town, show them some spots to go to, you know, this and that. They brought Kobe, and I was his recruiting class.
Don't bump your head too much.
He wanted to be, you know, friends with me, and he wanted to be training partners, and he wanted to be brothers, so Masvidal seeked me out.
It was a lot of good times, man. It was training, freaking playing cards. It was, you know, going to the discotheque, you know. Things like that, man. We had a good time, man.
You want a cartridge? No, I'm trying to. You want to see a drink? Let's go check.
They were tight, you know, they were always joking around, they were always together, they were always in the same little circle of guys training together, they'd come together, they'd leave together. But it was a good fit because, you know, one guy had a really strong wrestling background, one guy had a really good striking background, and they helped each other a lot.
We helped each other tremendously. You know, he was getting ready for big fights, and we started cornering each other right away.
Así va la historia.
Colby Chaos Covington.
Un luchador universitario de Oregon y un peleador de las calles de Miami se convertirían en compañeros de cuarto caninamente leales, compañeros de equipo y establecidos en la UFC.
Oh, nasty knee to the body. And now Masvidal tagging him. Covington going right to work. Big takedown. More big shots. He's relentless here with the ground and pound. There's a nice kick to the body, a nice jab, and a nice right hand. There he goes. The speed of Masvidal and the versatility. And then deep with the takedown. Nicely done by Masvidal.
We may be looking at a rear naked choke here.
And there it is, another finish for Colby Covington.
Anytime you can't shoulder bump him, elbow.
And Covington right away shoots for the takedown, gets piled down.
He eats a huge elbow there, and that's going to be it.
Jorge Masvidal.
Nice tornado kick there by Covington. Immediately goes for the takedown.
Covington said it's Jorge Masvidal and him against the world. Very tight. He's going to get the tap here.
And there it is.
Oh! Beautiful left hook.
Comes down to these 5 minutes. This ain't a poker game. You can change the outcome yourself.
Good work immediately from Covington, and he has a real star-studded corner right here as well. We've got welterweight standout Jorge Masvidal. It's a difficult thing to overcome because that intention plus technique plus American top team in your corner.
Ellenberger could be hurt here.
Yeah, Ellenberger's in trouble. Big knee for Masvidal.
Covington changed striking coach. Actually now work with Paulino Hernandez, same striking coach for Jorge Masvidal, who's in his corner tonight. Nice left hand there from Covington after the kick, and another beautiful combination. And Covington punching his way into another takedown attempt, and now the finishes are getting much easier for Colby Covington.
I won, right?
Oh, yeah. Are you crazy?
Oh, he dropped him. Another knockdown for Gamebred. Cerrone in a world of trouble here. Masvidal working the body, and that is it.
Now his
speaking with Jorge earlier in the week, and he said he's really good at mimicking opponents. So he has been the main sparring partner once again for Covington.
Oh, rocked in with an overhand left.
Colby Covington
Covington swarms, switch knee.
y Jorge Masvidal escalaron juntos los rankings de peso welter.
Can't say enough about American Top Team. Mike Brown, my head coach, my best friend Jorge Masvidal. Team Easy Money Tour taking over the welterweight division.
Y aunque sus viajes transcurrieron uno junto al otro,
Maya's got a hold of him, and he's getting his back.
llegaron a una encrucijada. A finales del 2017,
Masvidal's having some success. It's just not frequent enough.
Masvidal sufriría derrotas consecutivas por decisión y abandonó temporalmente el deporte
Jorge Masvidal.
para participar en un reality show latinoamericano. Mientras que un antes reservado Covington revelaría la disposición desvergonzada que siempre tuvo.
Colby Covington, two-time NCAA All-American, Pac-10 champion out of Oregon State.
That said, he's taking on the greatest Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner to ever compete in mixed martial arts.
Before, I was holding back what I really wanted to say because I didn't want to offend my bosses, you know, at the UFC.
Covington's got to be so very aware of his hips.
Shot by Maya, good defense by Covington. Stuff in the head, getting his legs back.
I wanted to do good business and make them happy, but people these days are so afraid to just be themselves because they don't want people to dislike them. They want everybody to like them. Oh, everybody's a good guy, this and that. No, I don't give a
Yeah, nice 1-2s there, nice uppercuts. He's winging in with these big shots left and right.
Just so much activity he's putting on Damian Maia right now.
When I get in that octagon and you see my body at work, you have no choice but to respect me.
Covington's not just to bully him now.
So I go out there, I leave Damian Maia in a pool of his own blood in his home city.
A bit of a bloody battering here for Damian Maia in his third and final round. And the crowd are now reacting to Covington.
They are not happy with Colby Covington, who is basking in this moment.
I started just being myself and turning it up to 100. You know, the rest is history.
Brazil, you're a dog. All you filthy animals suck. I got one thing to say. I'm coming. I'm going to take what's mine. That welterweight belt.
Colby Covington has struck a chord, not just with Brazilians, but a lot of people seem to be upset.
He had the crowd hating him. He had Twitter going mad.
He barely got out of the arena.
People were knocking on his door saying they were reporters. That's some scary. That's dangerous.
Colby Covington, protagonista de la pelea estelar del UFC 272, revitalizó su carrera al negarse a andar con rodeos.
Start with Colby Covington, if we could, please. We all expected you to be fighting in Rio. Is it disappointing at all, not being able to do it in Rio?
Yeah, I'm the king of Brazil. I owe it to the Brazilian fans to go back there and put on a show for them, Brazil wasn't ready for me.
It'll be great. It'll be awesome. Beat this guy on his home country with his people cheering for me.
Can someone get Google Translate out?
Pero si quería convertirse en el campeón interino de peso welter, Covington también tendría que actuar. En la pelea de 2018 por el título contra Rafael dos Anjos.
There's only one cardio king, man. That's it. You got the greatest cardio anybody's ever seen in this sport, man. Use it tonight on the got confidence in it.
6 years ago, he was one of several wrestlers brought to South Florida by Dan Lambert, and they have developed this man into a legitimate title threat. The UFC Interim Welterweight Championship fight is upon us.
Look at Colby right to him and gets the takedown immediately. Look at this.
It's a 5-round fight, and he's coming out brawling like it's a 1-round fight.
But he's just relentless with his pressure here.
Oh my God, go, oh my God, oh my God. Nice.
That cardio is just such a weapon.
Beautiful, baby. Beautiful. Minutes away from a championship, Colby.
Yeah. And look at this. He's got Dos Anjos down again. Pressure of Covington, and now not just the pressure, but the overwhelming anxiety of knowing that you're losing this fight to a guy that's been talking trash to you for weeks now.
Covington with a right. And a left hand from Covington.
Wow.
Outstanding championship fight.
No one can stop my will, Joe. No one can go 25 minutes here.
The new interim welterweight champion, Colby Covington.
Covington obtuvo el cinturón interino.
No one can stand with this pace.
Respaldado no solo por su leal compañero Jorge Masvidal, sino también por el entrenador de golpeo Paulino Hernández. Un nombre en las artes marciales mixtas del sur de la Florida, quien una vez ayudó a un joven Masvidal a evadir las trampas de la vida callejera.
Not only is Paulino Hernandez my trainer, but he's my father figure. He's the guy that pulled me out from the streets along with my dad. He's the guy that said, hey, you have talent. You gotta leave all that over there, come over here, and I'll join you on this journey, and wherever we end up, we end up.
Con Masvidal bajo su tutela, era cuestión de tiempo para que Hernández comenzara a trabajar con el mejor amigo de Masvidal.
Paulino was George's striking coach his whole life, so naturally when I started helping George with wrestling, you know, Paulino's like, hey, let's start working, you know, a little bit after you're done wrestling with George, we can start doing some pads.
My coach trained him all the way from his amateur fight to his professional fight. When you finally get to winning that belt, he never pays him.
George tried to say that I stiffed Paulino on a fight purse, which is the complete biggest fake news I've ever heard in my life.
You know, he would curve it like, no, I already talked to him just last night. I promise you everything's heads on. I'm like, oh, you serious? Because I talked to him like 2 days ago and he said you guys weren't good. He's like, no, I swear I talked to him last night, everything's good.
He tried to use that as a way to put a fork in between our relationship so he could start beefing with me. As soon as I won the interim title over RDA, I knew it was gonna be on.
All you do is live on my couch, eat off my food, and rip off my coach. That's when I completely cut ties with this individual.
La ruptura repentina entre los amigos coincidió con el regreso de Masvidal a las artes marciales mixtas, que vino tras 16 meses apartado, y la experiencia de un reality show que motivó un renacimiento de su carrera.
The reality show I took place in was like a lot of isolation, no music, no TV, no contact to the outside. So a lot of times I just spent it alone in the jungle.
Ya, boloncito, yo perco. Ya.
And it was great just to know what I was thinking on the regular, what I wanted to do.
Nice.
The thoughts that kept coming to my mind when I was in isolation, which was I still wanted to compete at the highest level.
Muy bueno.
At that moment, I had 16 years of data and what to do and what not to do. I got out, I followed the formula. 2019 was my year.
Jorge Masvidal is here for comeback season.
Masvidal went overseas to do some reality show, and he realized that he has to make a radical change in his life.
Oh, nice takedown by Masvidal.
And he changed his attitude, he changed his focus.
And I bet that's only made him hungrier to want a guy like Darren Till. This is a dangerous fight to take coming off of a layoff.
Nice body kick from Masvidal. Oh!
He's out!
Oh, what a finish for Jorge Masvidal!
Jorge Masvidal silences the crowd here in London.
So here's the number 5 ranked welterweight in the world, Ben Askren.
He's gonna grab you and squeeze your head. He's gonna put that grip strength on you, and you're gonna get confused.
All right, it's that time.
Masvidal says he came back from that reality show physically and mentally in the best place of his life, and the results have certainly been there since. One of the greatest knockouts you'll ever see! Game bread! And if you were trying to make a statement to earn a shot at Kamaru Usman, you cannot make a bigger statement than that as Game bread turns into a piece of UFC history tonight.
You're up. You're up. I saw the success and it was nothing. I knew that it was all hype and lightning in a bottle, and I knew he wasn't for real. Ooh, nice shot. Right down the middle.
That's a little short, but we're...
Nah, but that's right down the fairway, though. I'll take that shot all day. You know, he knocked out Till, he knocked out Ben Askren. But these guys are nobodies. Oh, she goes between the legs. You know, they put all this hype on him like he's some killer. He's not a killer. This is the same guy I used to play with. I used to put one hand behind my back, and then I would just hold him down. Everybody knew that I was the bigger star.
Made that music.
I'm not a star. Somebody lied, I got a in the car.
Masvidal se disparó hasta el tope del peso welter ocupado por su ahora ex compañero. Así que los recién llegados, convertidos en superestrellas,
it wouldn't be a big deal, you know? We're fighters at heart, that's what we do, and that's what we love to do. Fighters fight, man.
Batallaron por su porción de estrellato.
With Kobe, it's like that fight will take place, but the thing was always, I'm gonna fight Usman.
Smuggled out caviar.
Y una oportunidad por el cinturón del campeón Kamaru Usman.
This performance is only going to heighten anticipation for a bout between Covington and Kamaru Usman.
Marty, fake news, man. Where you at? We can do it tonight. We can do it right now. The night's too early. Where you at?
I want to take everybody's head that's attached to a belt. Somebody says they have a belt, well, I'm coming for it, and I'm more motivated than ever, bro.
The BMF title fight is upon us. Oh! Huge right for Gamebred.
Nate's hurt.
Big call and a head kick. Masvidal having a lot of fun in there.
Kobe's I've already been beating the crap out of Kobe for God knows how long.
Somewhere along the way, he's just like, nah, I'm not letting this kid get all this shine.
A lot of people said that what I did to Ben was a little uncalled for. No, it wasn't. What I'm gonna do to Kobe's gonna be uncalled for.
I'm gonna start trashing him in the media, and I'm just gonna try and look for leverage to get the title fight before Kobe. There's no friends in this business, and you know, where you can come get a title shot, you know, it doesn't matter who's next. He wasn't happy for my success. He was jealous. He was an envious little bitch. We were best friends, you know, up until the second that I started reaching the top of the mountain where he wanted to be.
I'm not a star. I'm not a star.
Well, he is a polarizing figure, but he is also one of the best pound-for-pound mixed martial artists on the planet. Colby Covington gets his first shot at an undisputed UFC championship tonight.
La carrera hacia una oportunidad por el título de las 170 libras.
Good left hand by Colby. Oh,
right
he hurt him. Oh, he hurt him.
Vio tanto a Colby Covington
Colby.
como a Jorge Masvidal.
Usman doing a good job of shutting him down.
Eventualmente probarse contra el campeón Kamaru Usman.
Kamaru Usman at his suffocating best.
Well done. Well done.
That's on fixation.
Ambos enfrentarían a la leyenda emergente.
Masvidal is so slippery on his feet. Oh, big right hand by Usman.
Y ambos conocieron la derrota 2 veces.
You knew this rivalry was not going to end in 2019. Oh! Covington starting to land!
Oh my goodness. What we saw tonight is the best welterweight on planet Earth.
Yeah.
We saw him tested.
Pero Covington y Masvidal se asentaron en el top 10 de peso welter. Y el tiempo durante sus sagas con Usman vio su antipatía fuera del American Top Team hacerse camino hacia adentro.
Colby's not the easiest guy to have in a big gym because he gets a little carried away with his shtick and puts everybody in his crosshairs, from female fighters to people in different weight divisions.
I've weeded out all the bad things, all the negative energy in my life with the American Top Team, all the drama over there at that gym. Everybody's feelings have been hurt. You know, you got Joanne crying to Dan because she's sensitive.
He doesn't know how to act, you know, he's not a real man.
I feel sorry to him, you know, that he needs to jump on me, Dustin Poirier. He needs this attention, you know, because he has nothing to offer to the world.
You got doofus Dustin crying to Dan because he's sensitive and has feelings.
George is a buddy of mine. I don't sell out like Colby Covington and talk bad about people who I roll with.
When Colby said some mean words about me, Dan. You know, Louisiana swamp trash Dustin Poirier, he doesn't want any of this work. He just wants to talk reckless in the media when he knows he's not going to fight me and say it's on site.
You know, this is our safe quarters where everybody's helping each other. You can't have somebody in the gym that's viewed as an enemy, and him and Georgie started going at it and having their issue.
Let's be honest, George, he can't read, he can't spell, he can't write. We honestly know he definitely can't fight.
He ripped off 2 coaches that I actually introduced him to. So I feel like the credit's on me. It's on my credit that he did these things, you know? So extra that guy.
I can't control other people's feelings. If they're jealous and envious of where I'm at in my career, making more money than them, doing bigger things.
Kobe's that one person that, and I always say this, wherever I see him, it's a free pay-per-view right there, you know?
I'm holding people accountable for all these fake news that they're saying to the media. Everything I say to you guys, I back it up.
At some point, you got to say, that. It's just too much of a distraction for the team.
There might be a brawl in ATT, you know? We might come fist to blows.
You'll be in the gym. I'll walk in the gym. Guess who leaves right away through the back? Take a wild guess, everybody.
I sent them both a text and said, I think I liked you guys better when you were fighting in prelims, making no money, and cared about the team. And now you guys are superstars and creating all this trouble for us. Neither one of you can train here anymore, and I hope you eventually fight and beat the living of each other.
I'm not your teammate.
I go where he eats at and wait for him.
I'm not your roommate.
This coward has not gone to eat at these places. I heard he's only doing Uber Eats, you know?
George, now I'm just your daddy.
Dan Lambert, he decided to kick us both out. I was like, okay, all right, you turn your back on me? Okay, don't expect me to come back. No, I'm gonna go my own way. I'm making my own team. I'm gonna create my own destiny. I don't need you, I don't need this gym. I came here and made every fighter better in that gym. That gym didn't do nothing for me.
Covington uniría fuerzas con otro conocido en el sur de la Florida, a unas pocas millas. Y los entrenadores del MMA Masters vieron venir el éxodo de Covington del ATT cuando se dieron cuenta de la incipiente rivalidad entre Covington y Masvidal.
Listen, man, I don't think that relationship is gonna last for too long, because as soon as Kobe start shine, I don't think Masvidal's gonna handle that, and that's what happened. Yeah. It's part of the business, right? It's just one place for one champion. So eventually, you're gonna be finding guys that you know. We try to avoid that as much as we can. And we are coaches that like to make our fighters get better every day.
The best grappling coach, judo player in the entire planet.
So for sure, every time Colby Covington step in the cage, you're gonna see a better version of him.
George, you want to turn back on me?
Still have love for Dan Lambert, but we're in a collision course now.
You shouldn't have backstabbed me.
Nice.
When I destroy all his fighters, I don't think he's gonna like me anymore.
Very nice.
What King of Miami?
Jorge Masvidal is a walking dead man.
Good job.
Con Covington convenientemente fuera, los líderes del American Top Team encontraron más difícil cortar lazos con uno de sus primeros miembros.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Punching In podcast. I'm Richie with my co-host Daniel Son here in the house.
Colby said, I'll go train somewhere else. And Georgie was like, train somewhere else? Screw you, man. I've been here like 17 years. I'll just go home for, a few months and train there, and then I'll come back when stuff cools down. I was like, sorry, dude, that's our decision. It's not gonna cool down. But that's like every other day, another coach or fighter is like, hey, I'm gonna go over to George's house and help him today. Sorry, I won't make it. And sorry, Masvidal made me promise him I wouldn't talk to you until you let him back in the gym. And I eventually just got beaten down and tapped out, and he's been back ever since.
Oh, bro.
Oh, come on.
Oh, man. Jorge Gamefred Masvidal. What's going on, Georgie?
They had to let me back in. I'm always carrying the flag for American Top Team.
I like this.
It's the best of the best coaches and competitors on this side.
All right, did you come here to talk? Did you come here to train?
I came here to do both. Versus this exiled coward, this rat.
Cuidado que no respondo. Soy una bomba de tiempo. Guarda tu distancia que estoy por estallar. Te dijeron bien soy predador. ¿Pa' qué te pones con el mejor?
Aunque Masvidal y Covington entrenaron separados, permanecieron uno al lado del otro en la cima del deporte.
It's a personal fight that needs to happen. If it doesn't happen, it will be because George Masvidal tucked and ran away and hid in the corner like a little bitch.
That fight will take place when I say so.
Y como el destino lo quiso, su camino de regreso a la contienda por el título pasa a través del otro.
Ya llegó el mandamás, se puso grueso. Te prometo que aquí nadie sale ileso.
This fight has been made. Finally, we get Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal. It's a non-title main event, something we don't see very often.
March 5th, UFC 272 at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It is about damn time. Sign me up. Let's go.
Pa' todos traigo, pa' todos tengo. Pa' todos traigo, pa' todos tengo. No vine a ver si puedo, sino porque puedo vengo.
Yeah,
These are two really good, really elite fighters at their primes fighting.
I signed up to be #1 and that's it.
I'm #1, man. Come prove it.
And you're never gonna find a fight where two guys know each other better or hate each other more or think they're gonna smoke the other guy as easily as these guys do. So they got a tough fight ahead of them.
The Ben Askren fight was very merciful compared to what I'm gonna do to Kobe.
No matter how much the UFC pays him, when he wakes up in a hospital bed, no one will stop me from getting my hand raised. All that money won't be worth it. Come see me, bitch!
The universe is gonna correct that mistake via me.
Oh my God! I'm a real fighter.
He's leaving that octagon in a body bag.
What I'm gonna do to Kobe's gonna be uncalled for. And I can put my life on that, man. I can't wait. I can't wait March 5th. Let's go.
El peso welter número 1 de la UFC, Colby Covington, es célebre por su ruda personalidad en el juego del combate. Pero el de Miami nunca deja pasar la oportunidad de usar su plataforma para bien y echar luz sobre los miembros de la comunidad que le son más cercanos.
The most important thing to me and who I fight for really is the people that protect our freedoms. Law enforcement, military, first responders. Thank you for your service, brother. Thank you, honor. It's an honor to meet you guys. You guys are the true backbone of our country.
Appreciate that, thank you.
Thank you. Just so happens that my good friend is the sergeant in the Miami Beach Police Department. He was able to arrange some things to go see the K9 units.
This is K9 Colt. He's one of the senior dogs on the unit. Brace yourself, because he's very strong.
Hey, buddy.
So, yeah.
See the SWAT guys in Miami. Oh, that's badass. Miami Beach SWAT, shout out. Thank you guys for your service. Thank you for everything you do for us. And just giving love and shine to the people that are the backbone of America.
I want to present to you our actual American flag with all our signatures on it.
Thank you.
Wish you the best of luck in the fight, and that's our coin.
Okay, thank you so much,
all right,
brother.
enjoy it.
I really appreciate
no
that.
Problem.
We got some signatures of all the Miami Beach Police Department, the SWAT, the K9 unit, you know, the motor unit. This is gonna be the flag that I walk out to the octagon with. I'm gonna fight hard for them and make sure that they're inspired as much as they inspire me.
Covington lleva a sus espaldas el orgullo de Miami a la pelea principal del 5 de marzo contra otro héroe local, Jorge Masvidal.
I've been in Miami for 11 years now. I love this place. I do feel like the fans in Miami kind of embrace me more than they do Masvidal because he's fake. There's nothing authentic about him. 305 is my city, and I'm gonna fight for it on March 5th. Real heroes and celebrities right here. Miami Beach Police. Go out and thank them, man. Shake their hand when you guys see them because they're the ones that are keeping these streets clean.
Cuando el día se vuelve noche, al hijo de Miami también se le puede ver agradeciendo. Y el proyecto de Jorge Masvidal es su propia promoción de artes marciales mixtas, diseñado para dar una plataforma a la próxima generación.
It is super necessary for Jorge Masvidal to kind of take that lead role now as a promoter and help these up-and-coming athletes get to the big show.
Tonight is my first event with the UFC Fight Pass, Jorge Masvidal's Icon Fighting Championship. I'm excited, man.
Exactly what you want to see.
Gorgeous, insane performance.
There's the tap, it is done.
The entire crowd, they are on their feet for this one.
It was always like a thought that I'm gonna be in all aspects of fighting. Now it's happening.
Both of those guys are tough as hell. Either one of those guys wins, we're like, wow, sign that guy right away.
I'm promoting guys and bringing my shine to up-and-coming guys just to fast forward their careers, help them get to where they want to go faster. I'm loving it. To anybody I'm giving the event to compete on, I would say take it, you know, with everything that you got and create the best outcome for yourself by giving the best version of yourself. The sky's the limit.
Un nuevo rol a tiempo parcial como promotor de peleas no aleja a Masvidal de su trabajo a tiempo completo. Y una próxima pelea con Colby Covington trae intriga de cada ámbito de su vida.
You've got a date with Colby Covington, so motivation is still very much high for yourself.
I get to execute this out of existence, you know, an individual that I personally don't like. It'd be hard to find somebody in this room that likes this individual. That trash that he is only lets maybe like 10 and 12-year-olds that are thinking about coming into the sport think that they have to do that douchey, next-level trash stuff to sell some pay-per-views when you don't. This guy sucks so bad at fighting, he has to do everything else, you know? Great job. You guys made it.
Masvidal y Covington están ciertamente orgullosos de representar al sur de la Florida, donde alguna vez Masvidal recibió a Covington en su apartamento de Coconut Creek, sin imaginarse lo que estaría por venir.
His ass was crying, needing a place to stay. I said, you come stay on my couch, give me like $300 a month. Guess how many months this guy paid? Never paid a month. But what I didn't know then is that he is the true definition of a wolf in sheep's clothing. He'll tell one group of people that he's a believer in God, and he'll tell the next immediate people, are you crazy? I've been atheist my whole life.
In the night of beauty and lies.
People like this rat that I have a problem with that'll try to sell a pay-per-view by talking about his teammates.
Joanna, Dustin, George, they know deep down inside what happened when we trained for the last 10 years. And let me just tell you, it was like fighting an amateur against a professional.
This a whole nation.
Brazil, you're a dog. All you filthy animals suck.
It's a real piece of that he is, you know. So I'm just excited, man, that in this sport, the truth comes out. They lock the cage. It's just me and you, man, and it's go time. And we're gonna go till somebody can't go no more.
George always liked to act like he was my big brother when he was never my big brother. I've always been George's daddy.
Let's go, work.
You know, I'm gonna take all the lessons that I learned from training with George all those years.
5 seconds, faster.
And I'm gonna make him pay.
Time.
I hate the guy, he hates me, and that's being nice about it.
A lot of fighters owe money to trainers, coaches, people that help them get to that moment. That to me, you're a cockroach, and Colby fits in that same cowardness.
He knows what's coming now, he knows what's in front of him. And when those cage doors lock,
And I'm gonna be the nail to this coffin.
There's nothing left.
I just can't wait.
En el UFC 272 en Las Vegas, amigos convertidos en enemigos llevarán las palabras a la acción. Cuando Jorge Masvidal y Colby Covington se enfrenten y que el mundo entero lo vea.
Look at the speed.
He's lighting him up now.
Done a lot of damage to guys. There's nobody I want to do more damage on.
Masvidal's got real power.
And he knows that I know his breaking points.
This is the type of pace Covington wants to set.
This has got to be brutal facing a guy like this.
he's a coward, he's a piece of he's a dirtbag.
Oh, Covington!
I'm not looking to go out there and finish him quick. I'm gonna make him squeal, I'm gonna make him suffer, and I'm gonna make him quit.
March 5th, you're dead.
This fight has everything. There's so much on the line.
UFC 272. My hand is raised, and Colby's in a stretcher, getting transported to the nearest hospital.
I had to show him that there's consequences sometimes.
Mientras la mayoría de los peleadores profesionales migran a equipos de alto perfil en todo el mundo, pocos adoptan un enfoque tan recluido como el del peso pluma invicto Bryce Mitchell.
Watch out for snakes.
Quien pasa la mayor parte de su tiempo en el profundo sur de América,
I'm telling you, they might just be biting today.
absorbiendo el entorno de Arkansas donde se formó.
I just enjoyed working on my farm, working with my rentals, and pretty much just training nonstop.
They're just gonna love this new pen, I guarantee you. And then I'm gonna get a pool in there for the ducks, so the ducks have a little pool to swim in all the time. I call this Chicken City right here. This is the grand opening of Chicken City.
Just trying to progress my life in every way possible.
It's my lucky bucket, so if this one didn't catch any, then I don't know if we caught any, because it's my lucky one. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. There's a couple of them, but I'm gonna eat them.
He represents Arkansas so well, which is, you know, true country training. Like I tell him to do a lot of pool resistance. He'll get into that pond over there. You know, he does everything truly off the grid. Look at how he lives, though. He's not a flash guy. He's always eating healthy food.
And I'll show you all my secret recipe for smoothies.
He can just go right out into the garden, pick some food, and...
I'm gonna eat some of this okra with you here in a minute.
Everything is engineered toward him winning.
When you see me fighting there, I'm fighting for everything that I love. I'm fighting for my food and providing for myself.
O'Brien. O'Brien. Again. Wait. Hey.
It's just pure motivation. It makes me extremely dangerous, the amount of motivation that I have.
Desde cinturones de título en el circuito sureste.
For Bryce Mitchell, he wants to be great, represent his home state, and stay there. He plans to start that in the UFC tonight.
A las brillantes luces de la UFC, Mitchell siempre ha peleado con valor y determinación inquebrantables.
People tell him, you need to move, you need to go one of the big camps, and he says, I'm staying right at home in Arkansas.
They told me I have to leave Arkansas and be worth something. Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm gonna say Arkansas.
En el camino, el agresivo peso pluma acumuló un récord profesional perfecto. Y habilidades de agarre que le valieron la segunda sumisión tornado en la historia de la UFC.
Oh, God! Bryce Mitchell! Unbelievable!
I have 100% confidence in myself.
He went right to a twister position. Look at this.
It's crazy that he has the confidence to attempt this on so many occasions. Another dominant performance.
5-fight win streak for Thug Nasty.
Fight to the best of my ability, and eventually when you get up to the upper level, you gotta fight somebody ranked above me, like Edson Barboza.
El próximo oponente de Mitchell ha estado compitiendo en la UFC durante más de una década. Y el viaje de Edson Barboza desde Brasil a ciudadano de los Estados Unidos es producto de un estilo de vida de artes marciales que él siempre ha disfrutado.
I still love my job. I wake up every single day, say, thank God I do this because I love it. It's still fun. I still enjoy, every second of the camp. Good job. It's so much fun today, right? Wow. In my mind, I want to do this forever because I'm a fighter. Hey, hands up. Ready? Oh, hey. Think that's funny. Get out there.
Aunque a Barboza aún le queda mucho, su currículum ya es único.
Another highlight for Edson Barboza!
Con sensacionales desempeños de golpeo.
Oh, Edson Barboza does it again!
Contra los más grandes de la UFC.
Barboza can generate so much power.
Incluyendo ex campeones como Tony Ferguson.
Every time I cringe when this guy lands a kick.
Anthony Pettis.
Look at the speed in which he delivers it. There's no wind-up at all. To the body. Nasty.
Gilbert Melendez.
Barboza is a savage.
Who kicks faster than him? Gilbert's in trouble.
Y Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Oh! And that landed. Barboza's still in it to win it, though.
Edson has fought everybody at 155. Went down to 145.
Oh, man! Barbosa's countering beautifully.
He's now at his natural weight for the first time in his life.
Oh, my goodness.
He's being very effective with that.
Oh, he hurt him.
Burgos is out. Edson Jr. Barbosa.
The next couple of years is going to make or break Edson at 145. Bryce Mitchell is the name. He'll be ready for it.
Ahora compitiendo en las 145 libras. Barbosa tendrá que superar el agarre de Bryce Mitchell el 5 de marzo para mantener vivas sus esperanzas de un título en la UFC.
You're gonna have to be training extremely hard to put away a guy like that, and that's what I plan to do.
He's good on the feet, but on the floor, he's absolutely tremendous.
As the fight goes on, I will start to take a toll on Edson.
Mitchell, phenomenal grappling ability.
That's where the cooking really begins.
Oh, big left from Thug Nasty.
When the fight first starts, it's basically gonna be like a little simmer. When I get him down, that's a boil. And then when I get him in certain spots, it's a pressure cook. If I can get him in those positions where I can pressure cook him, then that meat's gonna fall off the bone.
Everybody knows his game plan, and he tried taking me down. Everybody knows my game plan and try knocking him out.
Devastating striker.
If I touch him one time, I want to finish this fight.
I haven't been checking the weather forecast, but there might be another twister coming through.
The twister. Oh my God! Thug Nasty!
A big F5 Arkansas twister.
De Bryce Mitchell y Edson Barbosa al evento coestelar entre el ex campeón Rafael Dos Anjos
The man is an absolute killer.
y la estrella en ascenso Rafael Fiziev.
Rafael Fiziev 5 in a row.
A la rivalidad estelar entre los ex compañeros Colby Covington
You can't run, you can't hide. I'm coming for you. Where your ass street do this?
y Jorge Masvidal. El UFC 272 será una velada que no querrán perderse. Y todo ocurrirá en Las Vegas, el 5 de marzo.